Siamo con Philip Bartelak, che viene dalla Polonia, è un acquirente di Green Coffee ed è qui in qualità di giudice ai campionati italiani barista in svolgimento al Sigep, e approfittiamo della sua presenza per farci raccontare un po' quali sono i trend internazionali del caffè. Lui viaggia in tutto il mondo e chi meglio potrebbe raccontarceli. Philip, which are the main important trends overall in the world of coffee?
Okay, so now we are observing a lot of new trends in coffee, which is basically bringing in the quality in different ways, in different new ways, but also bringing in some new varieties or the old types of coffee that were forgotten for many years, like Robusta, for example. Or some old forgotten varieties that are not commonly offered, commonly used. We don't see much of the new techniques. We're kind of happy with what we have as an espresso as a base, and then some new brewing methods that are alternative, that are quite common and already known in the market. But what we're observing a much more input of the science and in that industry. So the science outcomes research conducted by universities is really important, and is bringing some novelties to the industry. Some outcomes that are showing new ways of understanding how the flavor is being perceived, how we can preserve it, how we can enhance it, or how is our perception. So this is all including science and bringing in some novelties to the industry.
Grazie, riassumiamo per brevi cenni, quindi un focus sulla qualità, un ampliamento delle varietà, soprattutto con la riscoperta di nuove specie che erano state un po' dimenticate, il ritorno della Robusta, e adesso ci ritorniamo, e soprattutto un focus maggiore sulle conoscenze e gli aspetti scientifici grazie all'includere attività in collaborazione con l'università che porta a nuove conoscenze e nuove competenze in termini di gusto, di conservazione e di quant'altro. Robusta used to be the little child, the most less important child of the family of coffee, and now this is changing. It's not the least one.
Yes, just recently, a couple of years ago, we saw more and more Robusta coming back, but in a different way. Robusta for many years, because it's yielding much more, was really a product that was making the volumes, not necessarily the quality. But if treated properly, Robusta can taste really delicious. And this is what we're observing now with the type that is called fine Robusta. It's something similar to specialty Arabica, but it concerns the Robusta only. And we are seeing more and more of that quality Robusta in the market showing up. It's slowly, step by step. We're still looking for the reason to use it, because always it's not about having a big cup of coffee full of Robusta, but maybe blending it in, or maybe using it as an espresso, or looking for some other additives to add to it to see how it will change, how it will create the experience for the customer.
Ok, quindi la Robusta, che era fondamentalmente è stata sempre trattata come un caffè da volumi con poca attenzione alla qualità. Adesso negli ultimi 2 anni le cose stanno cambiando, c'è maggiore attenzione alla produzione di una Robusta di qualità, e questo non tanto per creare, diciamo, un'alternativa all'arabica, ma per utilizzare la Robusta insieme e creare nuovi aromi e nuove possibilità e varietà di gusto. One of the key questions for out-of-home market in general and coffee especially is the sustainability theme, which affects a lot the world of coffee producers. In which way?
Yeah, well, that's you ask also about the trends in coffee. sustainability in general is a big trend that is seen in many aspects of the industries, not only coffee, but in coffee as well. So we see the companies that are looking for the sources of the coffees that are sustainable, coming from sustainable farming, the companies that are trying to be sustainable and taking care of the environment, social part, and governance. So ESG, the term is being well pronounced in the industry. This is the reaction actually. This is the last call for us to actually protect the earth and build strong relationships with the producers as well, and offer the quality without any fake on the way. So yeah, this is something that we really want and we need to be responsible for the earth that we're living in.
Quindi la sostenibilità è un tema chiave ovviamente per tutto il mondo del fuori casa e non solo. Il mondo del caffè lo sta prendendo molto seriamente, tanto che molti produttori sempre più fanno attenzione non solo alla sostenibilità ambientale ma anche quella sociale. La maggior parte dei paesi produttori sono paesi in via di sviluppo in cui il tema dello sfruttamento è ancora un tema importante. The climate change is changing also the average situation of the producers. No? There are some historical producers that have difficulties and some new countries which are starting to produce coffee that usually didn't.
Yes, absolutely. This is well. We started from sustainability, which is the reaction to what we're observing as a climate change. So the climate is changing. This is not a hoax. This is not fake news. It's really happening, and we see it in the producing countries pretty well. We saw it. We started seeing it when we saw that there were two harvest seasons in the countries that used to have only one harvest season. So that was kind of unusual, which was actually impacting the production side and the cost of production, because with two harvest seasons, you need to hire more people for a longer time, so that increases the money requirement for the production of the same volume or a little different volume. Yet still, that was impacting the price a bit. But what we're also observing is the climate change impacting the production by actually pushing away the farmers from their fields that they used to produce. So higher temperatures are not very comfortable for Arabica coffees. So they need to move their farms up in the mountains where it's a little colder. And also this new climate is also creating the environment for the new bacteria, new pesticides, new pests, new insects, new diseases to the plants. So it's really impacting the production and basically mainly pushing it away from their traditional lands. You also mentioned...
Okay. La questione del cambiamento climatico impatta in vari modi. C'è un tema di paesi in cui c'era una sola stagione delle piogge che adesso raddoppia e quindi con maggiori costi di produzione. C'è un innalzamento delle temperature che impatta sulla qualità dell'arabica e quindi costringe i produttori ad andare a altitudini più elevate per coltivare con difficoltà conseguenti. E c'è anche un tema di nuovi insetti, nuove difficoltà che si creano nei paesi di produzione a causa appunto di malattie, di temperature cambiate, quindi una grossa sfida per i produttori dei paesi tradizionalmente dove tradizionalmente si produce il caffè. And new productors are coming.
We have the reality hates vacuum, so we have new productors coming in. So we have more and more production seen in Asia countries, starting from Myanmar and China and Laos, Timor-Leste. and so on and so on. The origins that we didn't even know that they're actually existing and producing coffee, they're starting to be present. Although they're starting to be present the smart way, so they're introducing the varieties that are resistant. So maybe a little less exciting when it comes to quality and talking about the quality, yet bringing in the volume to the cup as well. So yeah, this is also the change that is coming from the climate change, but also the progress of the consumption. The consumption is still rising.
La crescita dei consumi, soprattutto in Asia, ha come effetto anche quello di l'arrivo di nuovi produttori sul mercato. Myanmar, Laos, Timor-Est e Cina citava che stanno investendo soprattutto in varietà più resistenti e questo porterà a un ampliamento del mercato. Grazie mille Philip delle informazioni e delle notizie sul mondo del caffè e appuntamento alle prossime interviste.